Hello and welcome to Simplifying Ratio. Now, what we're going to look at today is some of the questions from the worksheet. I'm going to do the first one of each of them. If I look at question one, it's a shape question there. It gives you 2 red and 4 green. Now, ratio means that we split them equally so that the red comes first, so it's 2 colon 4, and then we simplify that down to 1 to 2. So for every 1 red, there's 2 green. The same goes for 2a. If I look at 4, 6, it's split in the ratio of 4 to 6. I need to find a number that goes into both. The number that goes in is 2, half both numbers, so in its simplest form, it's 2 to 3. 30 to 10, I can divide both sides by 10 to get the ratio 3 to 1. Again, the order is important. 12 to 28, I know that 2 goes into both, but 4 also goes into both. Divide both by 4, 3 to 7. 48 and 60, well, there are many numbers. 2 goes in, 3 goes in, 6 goes in, but 12 goes in, and if I do it in one jump, 12 goes in 4 times and 5 times. What happens if I've got a decimal, 2.5 and 4.5? The idea is I double both the numbers. If I double both the numbers, I get 5 to 9. And again, that's it in its simplest form. If I look at question 3, ratio has got no units. So if they give me £4 and £20, the units are the same. So I can divide both numbers by 4 to simplify that to 1 to 5. If I go up here, 60 kilograms to 72 kilograms, I know that 12 goes into both, simplifies to 5 to 6. 8.5 to 3.5, there's decimals here, so I'm going to double both numbers to get rid of the decimals, 17 to 7. If I look at question 4, now the units are different, 8 days and 2 weeks. I can convert them both to days or both to weeks, but the simplest thing is convert to the smallest unit, which is days. 7 days in a week, so 2 weeks is 14 days. 8 to 14 simplifies to 4 to 7. 95p to £3. If I convert the £3 to 300 pence, that both simplifies to 19 to 60. 4,500 millilitres to 2 litres. Well, I can divide by 100 to get 45 to 20. Then I can see that both numbers are multiples of 5, so that simplifies to 9 to 4. Question 5 talks about unitary ratio and the ratio 1 to n. That means that this time round 2 to 3 is normally in its simplest form, but if I keep on going, for every 1 piece the first person gets, how much would the second person get? I've got to divide the first number by 2, so if the first person gets 1, the second person will get 3 divided by 2, 1.5. For the second one, to write it as 1 to n, 8 to 13, I've got to divide both numbers by 8, so if the first person gets 1, the second person gets 13 over 8. We'll leave it as an improper fraction. The next one, 25 to 29, that simplifies to, if I divide both sides by 25, 1 on the left and 29 to 25 on the right. Sometimes you might be asked, like in question 6, what do I have to do to get the second number to be 1? Well, if it's 7 to 2, I've got to divide both numbers by 2. And if I do that, I'll get 7 halves, 7 over 2, and 1. 3 to 10, divide both numbers by 10, so that I get 3/10 on the left and 1 on the right. And for the apply question, if I've got orange juice and water, 50 mils of orange juice, 200 mils of water, what's the ratio? The units are the same, so if I divide both numbers by 50, the ratio is 1 part orange juice to 4 parts water.